Sorry if I look weird. I just got out of the shower and it's a Sunday, so I get to look however I want. My hair is brown. Anyway, I'm here to talk about Robert Jordan's book, The Eye of the World, that he wrote back in the 80s. It's a really old book. And I've already read it once before. I actually read 4 books in this series. It's a huge series. It's like, I don't know, how many books are there right now? Like 13? I don't know, 12? I have no idea. Anyway, I don't remember anything from back when I read it the first time, so I thought, I want to read it again, and maybe I'll get all the way through to the end this time. So I read it. It took me a month, but I read it, and it is awesome. It's one of those books, like, when you're reading it, you look forward to going to bed, because you're like, oh, I get to read The Eye of the World by Robert Jordan. But I couldn't read more than 1 chapter at a time at first, because I don't know, it takes a lot of time for me. I don't know why. I'm really used to reading YA books, and there's a huge difference between adult books and YA books. Not just there's more text, but I don't know. They use a language that YA books don't. I'm talking about books like they're human beings. Oh, what's wrong with me today? The plot in this series, The Wheel of Time, is pretty classic. There are these 3 boys, Matt, Perrin, and Rand, who are like normal sheep herders. They don't really know much about the world, and they find out that, you know, they're meant for something much more, and they get thrown into this dangerous adventure, and the Dark One is on their trail, and he wants them for his own, so that, you know, they can serve him, and you know, that kind of stuff. It's pretty classic, right? This book was published in 1990, and so it's an old book. It's you know, if you're into adult fantasy, you've probably already read at least most of this series. It's really famous, and I'm just really behind everyone else. My favorite character would have to be, in this book, it would have to be Perrin. Rand is kind of like the main character, but he doesn't you know, evolve much in the first book, so I'm sure I'm gonna like him a lot more further into the story. And Perrin was just the one who was cooler in the first book, so I like him the most. And I also like Lan and Nineveh something. I don't know how to pronounce her name. Thing I really like, I think I've said this before, but I really like fantasy books like this one, because of, you know, the attention to detail and everything, and the maps. Like, I've said this before, but I really like the maps, and, you know, I look at them all the time. Like, they travel a lot in these books, so they start here, and then you can look, and they walk over here, and then they walk all the way to here, and then over here, and then over here. I just think it's a lot of fun, and yeah, I'm a dork. The thing that I realized when I read this book was that I do miss reading adult books. Somehow, after Twilight, I got stuck in this YA world, and I forgot that adult books existed. And now I'm kind of sad, because I really do like adult fiction as well. So I'm gonna try and read more adult books from now on. If you have any recommendations as to what I could read, if, you know, I like books like this, please comment, show me some love. Yeah. should I add something? I don't know. Romance. A lot of people, when I tell them to read fantasy, they're like, no, I like romance. I don't want to read fantasy because I like romance. And that's not an excuse. I mean, if you like romance, then you should read this book, because, you know, the romance in books like these just it's really intense. It's like Shakespeare stuff. So you won't be disappointed. I mean, it's not centered around love, but when it is about love, it's really deep and profound and touching. It's serious business. This video was weird. Yeah. I'm probably gonna do another one pretty soon, because I just started reading Intertwined by Gina Showalter or something. I was supposed to read Clockwork Angel, which is the book that's right under my camera. But, you know, I started reading this one, and I'm not sorry, because it's good. So I'm gonna review this the next time, and look forward to that. Blah 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 blah. Oh, and if you have any questions for any of us, ask them on Facebook, on our Facebook page, or in the comments. Anyway, do that. Ask questions. It'll be a lot of fun to answer them, and yeah. Bye.